Now, can you listen? Brianna, I'm waiting for you to sit at your place. I've said we want to start from where we stopped. We have inserted all the four sprites, sprite 1, sprite 2, sprite 3, and sprite 4. And sprite 1, we said, is the snake. Those who are still struggling to create or insert sprite, I said when you want to create your own sprite, you go and point on where you choose sprite, then you click on paint, then you draw your paint or your sprite. So in this case, this is our sprite. This is the snake. And then this one we did not create, we inserted. We came here, then we uploaded. You click on upload sprite, it will take you to where you saved your sprite. For instance, if I choose on mine, I'd saved it on the desktop. Here. So you click there, you open, then you shall have inserted your sprite. You can reduce the size here. So I have reduced mine to 20. The size was too big. And then the sprite 3 is the background, the one that covers the stage, so that once the game is over, it covers whatever the sprites we have there, whatever the program that was running. Are you doing what I'm saying? This is the second sprite, the apple. You come here, listen, and look what I'm doing. You click point here, then you go to upload sprite. You click on the first one, then it takes you where you saved your sprite. You click here, then you open here. Do you have your sprite saved? Where? On your download? And then the fourth sprite is the message game over. So this is the message we get whenever our game ends. So after you're done with all the four sprites, now we come to the codes and we give each of these sprites instructions or whatever we call the codes or the scripts. Yes? Where did you save it? I have said wherever you download, for instance, hey, look up here, look at my screen. I have selected the image I want to use. For instance, here, you right click, look up here. You right click right on your right of the mouse. You right click, then you will have this option, save image as. When you click here, you choose the location here where you want to save your file. If it is desktop, documents, download, then you choose where you want to save it so that you can easily find it. Please do that. I will not do it for anyone. Follow instructions and do as I'm saying. I will not do it for anyone. Computer, when you want to be very familiar with computer, you must do as instructed. This is an instruction-based learning. You simply follow instructions from A to B to C to the last one. You don't expect things to be done to you and you expect to be learning. They will not be learning. You must select where you saved your file. Save it on the desktop. It is easy to find there. Now, whenever you want to start programming, please, you want to start programming these sprites. Whenever you want to start programming, make sure the instruction you are giving are meant for that particular sprite. We cannot be programming snake and you are on Apple or sprite 2. We will be doing a mistake. Are you guys listening? Whenever you are writing script or giving instructions to a sprite, make sure you have selected. Like for this case, when you check all the 4 sprites, which one have we selected? Sprite. Which one is selected there? Yes. So make sure you click on that particular sprite. The only difference that can tell you we have selected sprite 1, look, it tells even you are ready to delete it. And there is something around it. That is how you can identify a selected sprite. Now, click on the sprite 1. Those who have inserted all the 4 sprites, click on sprite 1. Click on sprite 1. Have we clicked? Now look up here. We want to give, there are so many stack of blocks that have been used on that particular sprite so that the task will be complete. So we start with when the flag is clicked, you go to events, then select when the flag is clicked, you drag it and put it here. Please do that. Then set size to 20. Set size to 20. That is why when you check on the size here, it tells you it is 20. Because even here, we have programmed it to be 20. I don't know if you're understanding. Yes. Then go to x0, y0. These are the coordinates. Coordinates y and x. The x should be 0 and y is 0. That one is also found on motion. Go to x, 0, y, 0. You attach them together the way mine is attached here. Then we are going to set the speed. Someone is speaking. This speed is a variable. We have to create it. So you are going to click on variable. Please click on the variable. Awesome. We are programming this thing. You are busy decorating your apple. I had said, when you are inserting sprite, this is where we work with the sprites. Someone is busy working with the backdrop and complaining, I cannot see my sprite. I have said this is where you insert all the sprites. This one. Hassan is busy working with the backdrop. He's even opening Scratch Junior. How many have gone to variable? Then you click on make a variable here. Then type speed for all sprite and OK. Okay. So you go to set speed. Set speed. When you drag this set, attach it with go to x, y, x0, y0, then attach it with set speed. When you click here, you have options of selecting your variable to speed. Then put 6. This 6 can change. It is just a speed that we have set for that snake to be moving. When you put a higher speed, the snake might be moving at a very high speed that you won't be able to control it. So you set a speed that is reasonable enough for you to control the snake and achieve the set objective. That is why we have set 6. But we can adjust it. Okay? And then we have set clone duration to 0.5. Set clone duration. This clone duration is also a variable. You go to make variable and then type clone. How many knows what clone is? What is to clone something? Yes? To make another version of the same object or the same thing. Clone duration. To clone is simply to make another version of the object. If you've ever watched this Asian movies or soap opera, you realize that sometimes characters are cloned in the movies. It is the same thing that we are doing here. So the reason why we are doing clone duration is to enable this particular snake. You see, when you look here, it is only one. Hello, listen to me. The snake we created is only one object, but it's supposed to clone itself to grow in the length. That's why we have clone. It's supposed to create another. Yeah, this Ojo fans knows what cloning is. Now, set clone duration to 0.5 or 0.5. This is our clone duration. It is half. 0.5 or just 0.5. It's the same thing. Okay? How many have finished with this? And you've understood why we use those speed and clone duration. Alright, the next stack of code is when the flag is clicked, set forever. Now this one, if you don't pay attention and you don't look up here, you will get confused. When the flag is clicked, then we are going to have the loop forever. Loop is on control. Forever, you attach it together. So inside forever, we are going to have other option control, like if then. So if then is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I will tell you why we have to use them, 4 of them. So inside if then, there is the first if then. If then is also here. Don't use if then else. We are using if then. So attach 4 of them. All inside forever. This is what I mean. You pick forever. Like this. Put it here. Then if then inside here. Like this. Look. 4 of them like this. 4 of them. How many have done that? No, maybe it's on WhatsApp. I see you listen to it and do it from here. Where you see it? Yes. Because keep on getting this thing. This is our business. Please make sure you've inserted the condition if then. That is the condition loop. It gives us condition that if I do this, then I get this. Then there is the loop, the forever loop. Then we are going to insert the control conditions that is going to be used to control this snake. Diana, stop swinging that chair, please. Last time I'm giving you that. So the first if then, we are going to use key right pressed. That means when we press the right key, you know the right key where it is? Where is the right key? On the computer keyboard, there is the arrow keys. So we are going to control the snake using the arrow keys. Is that well understood? Yes. Correct. So you insert if that is on sensing. I know you're wondering. Key pressed here. When you click on sensing, key pressed, you select the keys are all here. Like you can see. The one we are starting with is right arrow, but it depends with how you want to start. Pressed, point in direction 90. So inside the condition block, if then, there is the hexagon part. That's Judy, you'll go out of my class. You cannot keep on interrupting my lesson. I hope you're doing exactly what we're doing here. Please stop talking in my class. Key right arrow pressed. So that means we are going to press the right arrow key on the computer keyboard to control the snake to move to a certain direction. So point in direction 90. Point in direction 90 is on motion. Motion, when you click on motion, there is point in direction 90 here. Fine, thank you. Not bad. 24S. May I have the following? Hassan, Said Hassan. Please keep your receipt safe and take it home. Adnan Ali Banafa. Rushda Abdi. Swale. Josia. Josiah Josia. Rono. Michelle. Tilagat Rono. Have we inserted when the right arrow key pressed, point in direction 90? Correct. The second if then condition, we are going to use left arrow, that is on sensing if you are stranded. You click on sensing, you pick key press, you select the key here, and select left arrow pressed, okay? Then point in direction -90. Remember the first one was 90. This was right, this is left. Now you are turning left. -90. Then the third condition if then, key up arrow pressed, point in direction which is on motion block is at 0. Please make sure you see the arrangement is well done here. There is no if then that is inside another if then. Some of you will do that mistake. I haven't demonstrated how those things are arranged. It is only forever that is hosting all the condition if then. But all the if then condition block are attached to each other, not inside each other. They are attached to each other, not inside each other. But they are all inside forever. I should not find that mistake. Then we have, how many have started the up arrow? By show of hands? Only 5 people. Okay. Under the last condition, if then, Key down arrow pressed. Point in direction 180. Point in direction 180. Then, below the last if-then condition, we are going to insert move 10 steps so that the snake can move. If we don't give that block, the snake will not move. It is that is going to set it to move, and with the speed we had set. So we are going to set move 10 steps and put it below the last if then. Look where it is. And then, where we have this 10, please look up on my screen. I am displaying that there. Where we have 10, we go to the variables, drag this speed and put it here, where we have that 10. How many have completed that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where are the rest? Are you even in my class? Some of you are just imagining the yogurt they left in their refrigerator. Now we have used move 10 step, and where we have 10 step we have set speed so that the snake can move, and at the speed we had set. What was the speed? Who remembers? What was the speed of the snake? Yes. 6. I will ask in your assessment what was the speed according to this program. Alright, we are done with that set of block. This one is very simple. When the flag is clicked, you start again another program, another set of blocks. When the flag is clicked, use forever. Then create clone of myself. Create clone of myself. Look, when you click on control, the second last block on control is create clone of myself, so that the snake can clone itself, not of Mr. Samora. It's not a clone of Mr. Samora, it's a clone of the snake. Some people don't understand. This create clone of myself, it is the snake to clone itself. What was the clone duration? Who remembers? Yes? 0.5. It is only one person who remembers these figures. Those figures will also be used to calculate the score. Programming is math related, and it needs someone who is focused. Not people who I am teaching and talking in my class. That one, you will miss a lot. It's a polite way of telling you keep quiet and pay attention. Just like that. So the reason why we are using create clone of myself, so that this snake that we had created, and I said we only have one piece of a snake, but when you play your game, the snake is supposed to clone itself so that it grows tall. I will show you how that works. So that's why we are using clone in this case. When I start as a clone, another stack of code. So when the snake starts as a clone, wait, clone duration, wait is on variable. Is it? No, on control, right? Yes. Wait is here on control. Wait until. Huh? Is it that one? Yes, it is the first one. Wait, dash, seconds. So here, we are going to set the clone duration, which was a variable we made here. So you drag this, you touch it with, sit upright. Are you okay? You have some malaria? Why are you stretching that much? When I start as a clone, are you doing this thing? Wait, clone duration, seconds. So the clone duration was 0.5. We come here and pick the clone duration. Here. Okay? Then delete this clone. Delete this clone. Still on control. Delete this clone is the last block on control. How many have completed that? Okay. Then we have the last stack of code here. Hey, sit and do your work. We have another one. When the flag is clicked, let me zoom so that you can see. When the flag is clicked, are you able to see that? That is forever. Then if, then condition block touch edge, so that the snake, when the snake touches the edge, we are going to use that condition. If the snake touches the edge, set speed to 0. Set speed to 0. What happens if the speed is set to 0? Someone who thinks straight. What happens when you set a speed of some? Yes, it stops. When your speed is at 0, you stop. That is the essence of having that 0. You set speed to 0 so that the snake can stop. So what we mean here is when the snake touches the edge, either the left, the right, up and down, the speed is at 0. It doesn't move. So it stops there. Then broadcast, game over. This broadcast is on events. Yes, broadcast. Yes, here. Broadcast is here. I hope you can see. So right here, you just select the information that we had created as our sprite 4. Do you have it? You can also create a new message here, but remember it's supposed to appear as the sprite 4. You select here, you type new message. If the game over is not there, you type new message. When you click there, it takes you here. Then you type game over. Then okay. So that is the last block for the snake, which I will allow all of us to put to try and see if the snake is working. It is good when you're doing programming, you try if your program is working. You don't program the whole thing, then when you want to launch it, you realize, oh, you did a mistake. So in programming, you do bit by bit, then you test. You test if the bit you've done is properly working. So those who have done up to this part, I will allow you, don't move it. Yeah, that black, even mine is not shown. That black sprite, the sprite 3 is supposed to cover all our sprites. That's why we have it there. so that it hides them from the player. It is for that essence that the third sprite is blocking all the other sprites from the player. So you will only see your sprites or characters after you've run your game. And that's when the score will appear on the black. But your game over message should appear there. Unless you did it after you had inserted sprite 4. How many have completed that? How many have completed this block here? Now we want to try, please. I've said we want to try and see if the snake is moving as per the instructions we have given it. So you click on this flag here. Mine is moving. You see it has gone up. And when it touches the edge, it stops at 0 because we did not control it. But we want to also try to control it and see if it is moving. To either right, left. Which control keys do we use? The arrow keys. And we have given right, left, down and up. So look up here. I am going to run, let me make it full screen. I am going to run my snake and control it like this. So when you want to turn right, you just press the right arrow. When you want to turn left, you press the right, up arrow, down arrow, like that. And you see the snake is growing. That is the essence of cloning. The snake is cloning itself and it has grown tall. Are you seeing? Huh? Are you seeing? Is it not interesting? Yes? That one we have not, you see it can pass through itself. You see it can pass through itself. We can also program it in a way that if it passes through itself, it dies. You see it is now grown tall until it's breaking. Game over. Now, did you see that? Now, please try if your snake is moving. Try if your snake is moving. Yours is not moving. Hey. And you claim to have all the sprites. Click on the card. Whose snake is moving? What are you programming? Which sprite are you programming in the first place? I have said when you're programming, make sure you're programming the correct sprite. Some people are giving these blocks to sprite 4.
Oh my god.
Are you even making sense to yourself?
Which sprite 10? You don't even have sprite 10. Oh, Tita, why is that showing blackness?
It's showing black. Now I have realized why it is not showing, because we have not programmed the third sprite. Let's move to second sprite. Then it doesn't have so many blocks. We can finish today. Let's see. We have some few minutes. Hey, look up here. Make sure you click on the second sprite before you start programming. We are on the second sprite. When the flag is clicked, set size. This one I am going to change to 20 so that now we have the common size. So set size to 20 so that our apple is not that big on the screen. So even if I try to play it now, you will see this. The apple is not that big. You saw that? You can also set it to 10. Let me try 10 and see what size it becomes. Yeah, this size is okay. That size is okay. So you set size to 10. If you're using a bigger image, you can set this size to be a reasonable size. Then go to random position. This sprite 2, we are programming sprite to please confirm. Vanessa is found of programming the wrong sprites. She just gives instructions to any sprite. Every sprite has a particular instruction. Make sure you confirm which sprite am I giving instructions. So go to random position that is on motion block. The reason why we are setting this sprite to go to random position is to be giving the snake the tussle of tapping it or eating the apple. When the snake comes here, it jumps that at the corner, like that. So that is the beautiful bit of having this game. You look for that particular apple or sprite which keeps on juggling from every point. Then use forever. If then touching sprite 1. This one is on sensing. The reason why we are having touching sprite 1 is that the snake is supposed to touch the second sprite. That's why I said we keep the names. If it is not sprite 1, you can choose a sprite here.
Teacher, what's change? What's the last code? Change.
Change clock duration is on variable. Then go to random position again. Inside if then. Use the cappuccino.
Finish.
This is the winning snake sprite 1.
What are you doing? You could be there. I did some other stuff. I only just yes. I did another stuff. No, me only I did just other stuff.
How many are finished? Change is on change clone duration by 0.2. Change clone duration by 0.2. You're speaking Swahili in my class. How many have completed this? That is the only block for sprite 2. Sprite 3, they are only these ones. So you click on the third sprite. What is the problem? Don't mess anybody's work. So when the flag is clicked, go to X0, Y0, then hide. Hide is on looks. We are here. There is show and hide. So when all the snake and the apple, that is sprite 1 and sprite 2, have gone to the coordinates Y and X, then we hide the backdrop, that is sprite 3. Then set ghost to effect 100, set ghost, still on looks, set ghost to effect 100. Ghost is here, you select from here. Set color, ghost is here. Zero.
Sorry.
We are digital, not our pens.
Who has a pen?
Let me just. There is one.
I bet.
Thanks, sis. Thanks, I've received a pen. What can't you see? The second one.
Show me the second one. Oh, okay.
So our time.
Tell me the last one.
So we have when I receive game over, that is the message, show and repeat 20 times, change ghost effect to -5. And we stop there. Please make sure you sign out so that people don't mess your projects.
Okay.
Rise up.